A block of weight 250 Newton, it can be just drawn along a horizontal plane by a horizontal force of 120 Newton. If the block is further loaded with another 100 Newton weight, what least force would be able to move the block? So there is a block which is of the weight 250 Newton. The block is resting on horizontal rough surface and it is drawn along horizontal plane by a force of 120 Newton P 120 Newton. If the weight W is in downward direction, normal reaction R will be in upward direction, and if the applied force is in right direction, frictional resistance or frictional force F will be in the left direction. So this diagram is free body diagram which we can draw for the first case. So in the second case we have to load this block by one more weight of 100 Newton and we have to find the total force required to move the block again. So we will find coefficient of friction in this case 1. So this is the free body diagram for case 1. So the coefficient of friction, to find that coefficient of friction, we know the condition for limiting equilibrium. Summation of Fx is 0, forces acting in x direction, all forces summation is 0, summation of Fy is 0, summation of all forces acting in y direction is 0. So we will take first summation of all forces in acting in y direction as 0, and as per sign convention, upward force we will take as positive, downward force as negative. So from this free body diagram we can write upward force, forces in y direction as upward force R and downward force W. So we can take R as positive as it is upward, W as negative as it is downward. R minus W equal to 0. Summation of these two forces in y direction as 0. So W is given, we can put W as 250. So we will get R as 250 Newton from this. If we take summation of forces in x direction as 0, upward force as positive, downward as negative as per sign convention, then in x direction forces acting are P and F. P is forward, so sorry, in x direction we have to take sign convention as forward force as positive, backward force as negative. So in x direction force acting is P and F. So P is forward, so we will take it positive. F is backward, we will take it as negative. P minus F equal to 0. So we know that this F frictional force is equal to mu into R. So we can replace here F as mu into R equal to 0. So we know that R we have calculated previously, R as 250. So that can be put here. P is given here, P 120. So we can put P as 120, R as 250. So we will get 120 equal to mu into 250 or mu equal to 120 divided by 250. If we divide 120 by 250, we will get mu as 0.48 by calculation. So we have to find the least force that would be applied on the block when one additional block is added in this block. Again we will draw the free body diagram by adding one more block above this block, which is of 100 Newton weight. So the original block is of 250 Newton. One more block of 100 Newton is to be added, and we have to find least force or minimum force applied to move the assembly of these two blocks. So total weight of these two blocks downward direction, that will be 250 plus 100 will be 350 Newton. Thereafter if P is in forward direction, frictional resistance or frictional force, that will be in backward direction, F equal to mu r, as we know. If weight is in downward direction, normal reaction R will be in upward direction. This is the free body diagram for the second case. So we have to find P minimum for the second case. So again here we will take the condition for limiting equilibrium. Summation of forces in y direction equal to 0, upward positive, downward negative, as per sign convention. So in the y direction forces acting are R and W. So R is upward, so we will write it as positive, W downward negative, R minus W equal to 0. So we know that this W is 350, so R minus 350 equal to 0. So W R will be 350 Newton normal reaction. So we have to find P minimum. So for that we know that summation of forces in x direction 0, forward force positive, backward force negative, as per sign convention. So here forces in x direction are P minimum and F. P minimum is forward, we will take it as minimum as positive. AP is in backward direction negative, equal to 0. P minimum minus F equal to 0. So we know that F is equal to mu r. P minimum minus mu r equal to 0. So mu is 0.48, which we have calculated previously, and r is 350 Newton, which we have calculated previously. P minimum minus 0.48 into 350 equal to 0. So P minimum will be 0.48 into 350. So we will get this as 168. So P minimum will be 168 Newton. So in this way we can find the total force acting on the combined block when it is to be moved in forward direction. The next problem is a pull of 30 Newton is applied at 30 degree to horizontal, just moves the block of weight W Newton. If angle of friction is 16 degree, find coefficient of friction, total reaction, weight of the block. First we have to draw free body diagram for the given problem statement. So there is one pull force applied on a block the force is not on the horizontal plane, but it is inclined at, the pull is inclined at 30 degree to the horizontal plane, and the pull force is of 30 Newton magnitude. Weight of block is not given, we have to find, which is in downward direction. Reaction on block is R, normal reaction. If the pull is in forward direction, then frictional resistance F will be in the backward direction. This free body diagram we can draw from the given problem statement. In the problem statement, it is mentioned that a pull of 30 Newton is applied at 30 degree to horizontal. It just moves block of weight W Newton, and angle of friction is given. Angle of friction phi we can write as 16 degree. Phi is 16 degree. Then we can find mu from phi. The relation between mu and phi is mu equal to tan of phi. So phi is 16 degree, so mu is equal to tan of 16. So if we calculate this, we will get mu as 0.29. So to find the total weight and total reaction, we have to take the condition for limiting equilibrium. Summation of forces in x direction 0, summation of forces in y direction equal to 0. So in x direction, the 30 Newton force is acting in inclined position. We will take its two components. One component is 30 sin 30 and another component is 30 cos 30. So these two orthogonal components we will use for the force resolution. So in the x direction, now the forces acting in x direction, we can take summation of forces in x direction as 0, upward force as, forward force as positive, backward as negative as per sign convention. The forces acting in x direction are this component of 30 Newton, 30 cos 30, thereafter F. So these two forces will act in the x direction. We can write that here 30 cos 30 is in forward direction, that's why 30 cos 30 is positive. F is in backward direction, that's why it is negative. 30 cos 30 minus F equal to 0. Now this 30 cos 30, if we calculate in calculator, it will be 25.98 minus F is 0. So we know that this F is equal to mu R. So we can write here F is equal to 25.98 minus mu R equal to 0. So previously we have calculated mu as 0.29. We can put here mu as 0.29. So 25.98 minus 0.29 into R equal to 0. So from this we can write 25.98 equal to 0.29 R, or R is equal to 25.98 divided by 0.29. So we will do calculation. We will get R as 89.58 Newton. So once we find R, from that we can find W. So we know that in y direction the forces acting are W and R. So we will take the summation of forces in y direction. Summation of forces in y direction equal to 0, upward positive, downward negative as per sign convention. So the forces acting in y direction are this R, W, and the component of 30 is 30 sin 30. So the component of 30 Newton will be upward, R upward, they will be positive, W downward, it will be negative. So we can write from this as r plus 30 sin 30 minus w equal to 0. So 30 sin 30, if we calculate in calculator, it will be 15. So we can write r as r from here 89.58. 89.58. 30 sin 30 will be 15 minus w equal to 0, or you can write w equal to 89.58 plus 15. So this addition will be 104.58 Newton. So this is w. So after w we have to find total reaction. So total reaction, yes, that can be calculated by the formula S equal to under root of f square plus r square. So f we know, r we know. So f is mu into r. So we have put f as mu into r in this equation. So we will put the value of mu as 0.29 here, r as 89.58 plus r square. So if we calculate this, we will get S as 93.28 Newton. In this way we can solve this problem.